Hey guys, this is Joey with Grit Marketer. So I'm coming in. This is one of my first videos being done on this channel, and I'm here to welcome you and kind of give you a little introduction of who I am and what you should be planning to seeing and kind of my background, and then kind of like the 3 pillars to our success that we're always working on to grow our businesses. So here's the thing, guys. Marketing and running a business it's just fucking hard. There's no way around it. And all these people coming around going, oh, it's so easy. All you gotta do is launch a funnel. You're gonna make millions of dollars. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, the amount of people that actually get success doing that is just outrageously small. And so what they don't understand, or what people aren't really connecting with, is the fact that we're just normal people that want to make a difference in the world and have a family and support our family with money and not be stressed out all the time, and to provide a service and a business. Sorry, I was opening some windows up. Provide a service and some businesses and products to help people and survive, you know? And so one of the things I get asked all the time from my clients when I'm on usually when I'm on a call with them or learning about their business and stuff, is they ask me, hey, how'd you start? You know, what's your track record, or what's your background in this? And where'd you get all your knowledge from, experience from? And it's a funny question because it does take a while to answer. And so I figured I'm gonna shoot this right now, just to kind of go over a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna talk about the framework that we're gonna use to make you successful. Okay, and this framework took a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of experimenting, good and bad, to make this framework freaking work for you. Okay, and here's the thing: I started not as a business owner. I was a waiter at Lazy Dog Cafe in Orange. I was in a pretty crappy relationship, to be honest with you. I had my friends, my small friend group, went to church. Like, it was just normal, early 20s type of attitude. No stress in the world. No rent, or rent was really low. Like, everything was amazing. Then the reality hit. Becoming an adult, and all these things started coming up where I'm like, oh wow, I need to start making money. But here's the thing: I didn't really know how to. So luckily, I got kind of shoved into it. It didn't happen like I was thinking I'm going to start a business someday. I got shoved into it, and I'll kind of get there in a second. But I was one day looking for a way to learn self-defense, fighting. And so, because something happened, and I was like, I don't know how to defend myself. I'm a woman. Like, what am I going to do? And long story short, I'm not going to go super deep into that. I learned a system called Krav Maga, which is like a Israeli fighting combat system, and I got really good at it. In fact, I'm one of the top highest rated Krav Maga instructors in the world. It's just, there's not very many of us, and we're up there. And what happened was, I started training, and then really quickly I was asked to help grow the business, like manage the business, manage the instructors, manage everybody. And I did that, and it was freaking fun. But the problem is, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to manage a company. I didn't know how to do their marketing and their sales and their clients and their follow-ups and all that. I didn't know any of that stuff, so I had to kind of learn it as I went. And honestly, I didn't do a very good job. Like, it was a struggle. I felt really bad. And anyways, I actually ended up growing that business, which was really rad. From when I went in there, the membership count when I was in there to when I left was practically double. There was a lot of issues, obviously. I didn't know what I was doing. I never did marketing courses. I never did anything. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to get better at it. So I decided to get my bachelor's degree in marketing, which I used to be getting my degree in nursing because I wanted to be a nurse. That was my goal. And I wanted to help people, I wanted to serve. And so when I was asked to become an instructor, that changed my world. I was like, whoa, I don't need to be a nurse to help people. And by the way, I did internships at Hoag Hospital, and I started seeing people vomit on themselves and throw up weird colored stuff and poop out of places that aren't their butts. And I was like, maybe nursing's not for me. I don't know what it was, but God bless anybody that does that every day. My friends are nurses. People are I was in the program with are nurses. One of my best friends is a nurse, and every day I'm thankful for them because I just didn't have what it took once I kind of got into the system and figured out what it was all about. I was like, I don't know if I could do that. So that's just my own thing. That's a flaw of mine, I guess. But I learned that I can teach people, I can teach people Krav Maga, self-defense, because once I taught them, they got confidence, and they were able to do better things in their lives because of this confidence. Again, not going to go super deep into that. That's for a different conversation. But what happened was, as I was growing this business, this Krav Maga school, I practically overnight, I was kicked out. there's multiple locations, multiple instructors, multiple people, helping out. And practically overnight, one phone call was just like, you're out. And the locks have been changed. Like, you're done. We're moving on without you. You're no longer fitting our direction, which, by the way, the direction was a whole new business model direction that I did not agree with. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I very disagreed with it. And then there was lots of tension between me and the owner building up to that. And so, like, I saw it coming, but I wasn't prepared for it. And so, like, one day it was done. So I was, like, sitting there, I was standing there. I remember hanging up the phone. I was in the middle of my living room, and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Should I start just applying to jobs? Like, should I just start, doing the normal thing? You get fired or, you go start looking for a job. And I remember having this feeling of, like, no, I grew that business, and I've made somebody else money, and I didn't make the money. Why can't I do that for myself? And this is like the entrepreneur myth. If you read the book, The E-Myth, this is like the standard. Like, this is the playbook, what normal people do. They get screwed over by their job because they make a whole bunch of money there, and then they go off and do their own thing. And so I did that. That day, I literally like, oh my God, what do? I went online and like found a logo maker, a designer, and I'm like, he made a logo for me. And then I'm like, help me make a website. And they helped me make a website. And then I did social media channels, and then I did some Google ads, and then I did a grand opening, and I sold out the grand opening, and all the money I made on the grand opening, on our first fucking day, we made more money than we normally make during a month now. And I used all that money to fuel all the advertisements, to fill up the school, and to grow that business. And I didn't know what I was doing. It was just all like, oh my God, I'm learning these things. So getting my bachelor's degree, nothing was relevant to how to start a business and launch funnels and advertisements in my bachelor's degree. It was ridiculous. It's such a waste of money. Oh my God. But then what I did is I went to a Tony Robbins business mastery program. It was 10 grand. It was really hard to pull off, especially when I was just starting a company, but I did it. And it changed my life. I don't remember everything in that program because it was a big motivation fest. Tony's a great, motivator. But I remember my expansion, my perspective changed during that time. I was able to now see that business, there's an art to it. It's not just start a company and then people will show up. Like, there's a way, there's seduction, there's strategies behind this business, how to scale it, how to multiply it, how to reach more people, and then the possibilities by having a business, what you can do in that business, and how you can expand what you're giving to people, and how you can make more money off it and support your family. Like, it was really cool. And that was like the tipping point for me to go, I love business. I love Krav. I still love it. I still have the business, but I just love the idea of business and marketing and growth and that stuff. So then it started me down a path of learning to figure this stuff out. Like, how does it work? There's no one that's really giving you like spoon-fed information. And so I was doing it really well. And my best friend at the time started asking me some questions. We started working on some stuff together, and all of a sudden, like, we were being asked for advice. Like, how do you do this? Can you help us? And then we got a little restaurant client, and they needed help, so we jumped in there, didn't really know what we were doing, and helped them out. And they're still today doing well, even after COVID. And it was one of those things where, like, over time, like, we started building like a little bit of case studies, a little track record, a little confidence, started learning more and more and more. And it just became a business, and we started making tons of money in the business and growing the business. And then over time, just recently, I actually sold my part of the business, and now I have Grit Marketer, which is where you're at now. And it's been a great freaking fun experience. Now, here's the thing. Whenever I struggled in my business there's always a solution, right? You Google, like, how do you get more leads? And then someone will pop up and say Facebook ads or Google ads. And then you'll say, how do I close more sales? Then you'll get training on sales. Like, there's all these methods that people are doing, but what was happening was that it just didn't always work. So I would buy this $10,000 Facebook ads program, learn it all, implement it exactly the way they said, and I wouldn't see the results. And that was a problem, right? Like, I spent all this money and I'm doing what they say, but it's not working. Then we do another program. Like, no, you have to build a funnel. Great, I got a funnel, but where's all the traffic coming from? And then why are people not converting in it? Like there's a lot of issues going on with this. You need Google Ads. Oh, you need SEO. Oh, you need good, messaging and copywriting. Oh, you need to have images. You need social media marketing. Like all these different methods or tactics, if you will, are being preached, and nothing really works standalone. It was so frustrating. And then what happened was over time, as I started working with more clients, bigger clients, like huge clients, like million dollars of clients, we started seeing some common patterns. And I'm going to go over those patterns with you. These are the patterns that I didn't invent them, but I put them together as a framework that I live by and I run all my clients through, is that there's 3 areas to success. And here's what they are. We have the 3 M's. We have the mindset, you have the mission, and you have the methods. Now, here, I'm going to break them down. The mindset, I'm not a motivator. Then the last guy is going to be like, you can do it. Like, it's fucking tough. It's really tough. Every day it's a grind. However, I would say 9 times out of 10, when I jump on a phone with an entrepreneur, with a business owner who's been in business for years, and all of a sudden they're kind of struggling, we'd break down all their problems, right? So I'd get hired. They get paid me either hourly or I'm on a retainer. And all of a sudden, we'd be going over all like where they're at, where they want to go, all the different systems and processes in place that we got to get them to take. And about a quarter of the way, halfway through, I would hear this nuance thing being said. I call these satellite suggestions or satellite things, where basically we're talking about business, and all of a sudden there's like this weird tone of voice, a shift in energy, and it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll try that. Like this weird energy. And I'd hear it, and I used to bypass it altogether. And they go, he's just struggling, he's just stressed out. We're just gonna get this done. We're gonna get him some business. And then it's like the project wouldn't work for some reason. It's like, why wasn't this working? It's perfect. We did it perfectly. And it turned out it's the mindset of the business owner. So if your mindset's not right, if you don't have focus, you don't have patience, you don't know the reason why you're doing things, you don't have intensity or fire behind your decisions and behind your actions, your shit ain't gonna work. I mean, you can build the best funnel in the world. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. I just surfed this morning, so I'm a little fatigued. You can build the best funnel in the world, the best business in the world, the best emails in the world, but if you don't truly believe in what you're doing, if you don't think it's going to work, if you don't remember why you're doing what you're doing, if you don't have the right motivation behind it, if you don't have the right tactics and principles and habits behind your production as a business owner, no matter what you do, it is not going to work. And if it does work, it's short-term gain and not long-term growth. So you might get a couple sales here and there, but those are just low-hanging fruit that would come anyways. To get massive results, you need to have a different mindset. So in this podcast or in this live cast, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about different things for mindset to help you out. Like something I do every day, stuff that some of my clients do every day, that some of my coaches do every day, like how our network works, okay? The second thing, your mission. Mission means a lot of things, like what your target is, what your goal is, what you're going to do. But what I'm referring to as mission is kind of like, what is the message? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you doing in the world to serve? What is your mission? So if your mission is to, like, for example, for my Krav Maga business, because it's still in business, I still love it. It's like my heart and my passion. Our mission is to spread self-defense and confidence to as many people as possible. Now, how do I articulate that to people? So how do I understand what my target market is? Like, what are their pain points? What are their struggles? What are the things that keep them up at night? How do I tie that into the message that I'm created for that company? How do I then communicate that message out into the world via Facebook ads? These are the methods, messaging, funnels, videos, whatever. How do I communicate this mission to people for them to want to jump into it? And so the mission part is very critical. A lot of people fuck this up. They'll get their mindset, yeah, I'm going to do it every single day. And then they'll build their landing page, and then they just like, people go to it and they don't succeed because they don't really have the correct message with the mission behind their power that they're pushing out with their mindset part. Now that's a big issue. In fact, I would stress that I would spend more time on my mission and my marketing message than I would on anything else. Nail that down. I have so many surveys on my computer. You can even see down there in the books area, there's like a whole bunch of printout books right where the armrest is. Those are all printouts of surveys and questionnaires like of my clients and everybody I'm working with that helps me get into the mindset of what they're doing, what they're thinking. So then when I create a new marketing message that relates to my mission, I can connect it together and address their problems with my services. So I'm connecting with them. This is a big issue. It takes a lot of time to master, so we will spend a lot of time talking about the mission and messaging part of your business. Then the last part, methods. These are like your actions or your tools or your tactics that we use. The thing is that a method is Facebook ads or videos or live videos or podcasting or email marketing or automations or a funnel or whatever. Like a method is just a way to get things to happen and to take your mission and your message to the people you're trying to talk to and close them into sales. So methods is a big thing to do. Now, the lucky part for you is I spent a lot of fucking time and money testing and learning and optimizing different methods out that work and don't work. And so all the stuff I'm going to give to you is truly tried and tested methods that do work if you tie it with your mission well and you have the mindset to push it out. Okay? So a lot of the methods will be advertising. Like, how do you do Facebook ads? How do you convert the Facebook ads into a landing page, into getting them into a funnel, to a sales call? And how do you pre-frame them so when they jump on the call, they want to already give you their money? And then once you sell them, they thank you for it. Because isn't that the goal of business, is to be thanked to be paid? Like, come on. Instead of begging for it and manipulating people and trying to trick them into buying something for you, why don't you provide so much fucking value and connect so deeply onto their mission of what they need and and what you're serving to them that they thank you, like, thank you so much for doing this. That's the goal, right? And so by creating the methods to help you do that, amazing. Like right now, this live video or live podcast that you're listening to is a method. It's not going to do a lot for you unless you have a whole bunch of other stuff back behind it, pushing forward value to everybody and pushing your mission forward. And then you push them into one of your methods, like a landing page or a funnel, and then they convert as a member. Or we work on getting like referrals, or we work on upsells. Like there's tons of stuff we do in the methods category. So this program will always be wrapped around one of those three things: mindset, mission, method, okay? So every time you listen, you'll get one of those nuggets. Now, here's how you work with this. If, when you listen to this, and you feel like you grabbed, something came out and from the voice and said, and resonates with you, I need you to take that thing, that nugget, and I need you to write it down somewhere. Then after you write it down, I need you to write down what you can do with that nugget in your business and why it will make a difference. You following me? You hear something good, like, holy crap, I should do that. You write that bitch down because you will not remember. Then you write down what you want to do with that thing and why you should do it. Then the biggest, final, critical part is you put it in the calendar and you do it. Whether it's tomorrow, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, whatever, you put it in the calendar, so that way on that day, you're like, oh crap, I'm going to do that. Now imagine every day, every week, every month, whatever it is, every time you get nuggets, you're just piling up like bricks and bricks and bricks and bricks. And over time, all these things are going to be coming to fruition to channel to your success, okay? So that's how you're going to run this program that we're doing, okay? And if you ever have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you at all times. Just message me on the apps, message me on the posts, private message me, go to our website, fill out a form, talk to me. Let me know if you need anything, guys. I'm out of here. My name's Joey. Bye.